Is this the best place to pregame for horror nights?
Princess of the Bay, here today we find ourselves at CityWalk because it's time to go back to...
Antojitos.
Yes, the weather vane on top of this building calls us because it's your number one choice of foodie infotainment. We're here to try all the pre-Halloween Horror Nights food so you don't have to. Even if she's vegan. I'm not. I am feeling some Mexican.
It's time to foodie and chill. Bear has an onion intolerance, and they tend to put a lot of cilantro in this guacamole, so we ordered ours with light cilantro and light onions. Of course, there is tomatoes on it, Melissa and Enda, so that was for Bear. And then we have chips and salsa. Now, for me, I think the ultimate way to eat this is to do salsa and guac together. Whoop. Cheers. I will say the guacamole is very well made. The person that made it absolutely loves his job, and shout out to him, he was cool. However, the avocado is not fully ripe. So though well made, tastes a little weird. It might be better if well, no, there's nothing you can do at this point once it's already mashed. It is what it is. So no fault of the maker, just the avocado. They're very temperamental. Sometimes they don't, just need a little bit more time. I would give them a 3 out of 5 guacamoles. It has potential.
Avocados have always been the ultimate test of millennial patience. It's good, then it's bad. It's bad, then it's good. Prime example. So always, with us, we're those kind of friends, if we're going to eat at a Mexican restaurant and they offer a tableside guac, we're ordering tableside guac. It's a problem, but it's not a problem we're ashamed of. So just be prepared. The Princess is far more an avocado expert than myself. I think it actually tastes rather fresh. Yes, it could stand to be a little bit more ripe, but honestly, it's not bad. Portobello lime, light cilantro like I like. The onion, aura of onion, but not onion filled. Even the tomatoes don't exactly bother me that much. They're there, but I can ignore them. It's good guac. We've had really, really inconsistent tableside guac here. It really depends on who's making it on the day. Today we got somebody super excited, loves his job, and you can tell. 4 out of 5 plus. In less than 30 days, we'll be back in the fog, and I have to watch my bare waistline. These houses are not going to walk themselves, and the streets are calling my name. So why not a Mexican Cobb salad? You have all the normal Cobb fixins. You have egg, roasted corn. It's a Mexican flavor with jalapeños, avocado, this wonderfully looking grilled chicken, and then a chipotle ranch. It's a little bit spicy. The server warned me, but you know what? I'm a bear that likes some spice. How else am I going to prepare for this literal parade of clowns this Halloween Horror Night season? Just dive right in and fork all the things. Like every Cobb salad you get at the theme park is always massive. Huge things. Being a spice head, a spice lord if you will, I often feel robbed of experience. I want to feel spice like normal people feel spice. Because I can tell the Chipotle Ranch is spicy, but all I get from it is a tingle. I think my tongue tickles a little bit. I get the smokiness. I get the flavor. But I want to feel the spice that's meant to be felt. And a lot of times I just don't get it. I have to live vicariously through the Princess. The smoke's coming out of her ears. A salad is indeed tasty. I know it's probably the wrong time to be ordering salad. For some reason, that hasn't really stopped us. But in this case, I have no regrets. The chicken is nice and juicy, smoky, with that nice char on it. Sort of hangs in your mouth. It goes great over the roasted corn, the egg, the jalapenos, add a little bit of spark. Not spice, but spark. Plenty of dressing, but still crunchy lettuce, avocado. I have everything in here I can want in a salad. I honestly have no complaints. And we do come here at the bar and pregame here a lot. We're doing regular Halloween Horror Nights. Chances are this Cobb salad's going to wind up in front of me again. That's how much I like it. That 4.25 out of 5 claws.
There are a few slight changes to the menu here, nothing crazy. There is a salad that Shelby at Universal Orlando Vegans told us about like months and months ago, and I don't know. I'm always in the mood for chunk. Like if we're going to Universal, I want chunk. And so it's really like, what restaurant do we want to go to this time that serves chunk? That's not Big Fire. Otherwise, we'd be going to Big Fire like every week. So, Antojitos. As we've mentioned a few times in this video already, we come here a lot to go to the bar. Last time we came to the bar, I ordered these tacos. I think the last 3 times we've done videos here, I ordered these tacos. I love them. Recently, they changed the beans. So now the beans are vegan. They're no longer just vegetarian, and they have vegan cheese on top of them. So what I like to do with these tacos now, because I don't particularly care for the hard shell on these barbacoa tacos, I like to do the beans with the cheese, and I'm gonna do like a little smear action. Let me get a little bit more. That's not a ton. All right, there's the smear. And then you grab the taco and you put the taco in the taco and you make a double-decker taco. And then this way, no matter how flimsy the taco shell is, it will hold up its texture. This is a hack that I learned myself last time we were here, and like, I will not order these tacos any other way now. This is fire. I'm so proud of myself that I did not spill anywhere on myself. I got it only on here. So delicious, juicy, flavorful. Got a little jalapeno on top, so if you like the spice, enjoy that. I try to take the bite without the jalapeno. Save that for Bear. I love these tacos. I would say, because you can't do Big Fire every time that you come here. It's like signature dining. It's a little pricey. My number 2 favorite place to get chunk at Universal is tied between Antojitos and Bob Marley. And then I would say my third, number 3 would be Twosome. So those would be, we're excluding Big Fire, those would be like the places that I would recommend going. I think that I probably eat chunk here more than anywhere else. So I love that like juiciness of it. This is a 5 out of 5. This is a Princess Cities item. All you need to do is just ask for flour tortillas with your meal. Everything else, you're golden.
I would tell you to be so lucky in life that you have a princess that assembles the tacos the correct way for you, because honestly, without her, I would know zero about Mexican food. We are very adventurous on this channel, both of us, as far as like what we'll eat. But honestly, before we met, I did not eat Mexican food. I avoided it like the plague. It was the last on my list of like foods to eat, like below pasta, below burgers. Like I wasn't going to get Mexican food unless my friends dragged me and forced me. And even then, I was the most boring order. It's like, okay, fish tacos, chicken tacos, and that's it. That's basically it, nothing else. Boring. Now with the princess, she has broadened my horizons. Now I have some basis on which to judge things, but this chunk plant-based steak, one of the best things that happened at Universal. It only breaks my heart that it only see it at the resorts, or used to, and now only CityWalk. This really could make a difference in a lot of dishes inside Universal, both here and Epic. I needed to see it expand more. That pickled jalapeno on top of that taco is the truth. Because you know what? I now feel the Sean Evans level burn creeping down the back of my throat. I now see clearly into the future. And we are going to have a great Halloween Horror Nights 35. Not 35, just 35. The chunk, nice and juicy. It soaks up sauces so very well. We haven't ordered chunk at home yet. And you can order it, because it is based here in the U.S. One of these days we're going to order it. If we need to do like chunk versus juicy marble, I feel like juicy marble is going to win. But I still want to see just how different they are when we prepare them at home. Getting them prepared at the restaurant's great. But I definitely want to try more of this cooking at home, because these are excellent. Tasty, juicy. The best tacos that Universal's had in a very, very long time. Now, if you like to, sometimes we do come here and we modify these. So you get them in a burrito, you get them in an enchilada. We've had them all sorts of ways. So don't be afraid to have something different if you don't want the base tacos. They're all going to be on your server and be nice. These, 4.75 out of 5 claws. There's a reason the Princess orders these so often.
I'm a little boring, I think, when it comes to ordering drinks here. We've tried tons of specialty margaritas. We usually come here to the bar if we're going to pregame and get drinks, because this is one of the better places to get drinks at CityWalk. And we actually did a margarita crawl here at CityWalk and determined that this is the best place to get margaritas. So why not get a margarita? I usually get it with Patrón, though they do have Don Julio. And I was tempted, but I did Patrón, and it's just a lime. Very nice. Mild, I would say. I don't know. It's a little bit more on the lime side than is it on the tequila side. I would give it a 2.75 out of 5 margaritas. They're usually a little bit better than this. This one's a little like, eh.
The hardest part about picking a drink here is that so many of them are good. They have some unique drinks, and then all of your tequila favorites. Frequently, when we fail to make stay and Screaming Your Heart and Horror Nights, we end up here. Because this feels like the ultimate consolation prize. But this year, since they took away our express passes, I went with the Repo Man, because I feel like I just got repoed. Which is just Reposado tequila, Patrón, strawberry puree, apples, and lime juice. Simple, but sweet, to heal my wounds. I like that. Very smooth. It's like a frozen margarita, but not frozen on the rocks, but very smooth. If that makes any sense whatsoever. But it's still got some kick to it, which I like. I don't want juice. I want tequila. 3.75 out of 5 claws. Antojitos hit the spot.
It's definitely the place that we visit the most at CityWalk, therefore is the best place to pregame for horror nights.
Yeah, it's very consistent. The drinks are always very good. The food is at least average or better. Today was a very good, I think, the bar for where we expect it to be when we come here.
Yes.
And honestly, if you need a margarita, there's really no other substitute.
No.
Even Margaritaville.
This is the best place for margaritas,
100%.
for sure.
I just definitely want to see Chunk go more places.
Yes.
Their menu updates all the time with new favorites and rotations of both drinks and food, which we love, because we like rotations of things. But we know what you guys think. Antojitos occupies this massive space back here, and sometimes people just don't feel like walking uphill, and I need to know why you don't come here.
Why would you? They open at 4, so maybe they're open late. That's a problem? I don't know.
If this is not going to make it for your pregame spot for Halloween Horror Nights, how or where do you like to pregame for Halloween Horror Nights? Is it here at CityWalk? Are you doing it at your hotel? Is it somewhere off property? Let us know in the comments. As always, if there's anything else you can see us do, the comments is always going to be a place to find us. Hit that notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, I think Bear might eat himself into Islands of Adventure and be an adventure.
I don't know. This bus is looking pretty nice, actually.
No.
No? We heard the girl.